Morning. This is Dallas Sports 1977 coming from Southwood. I'm going to do a video about the subject of the day. What the Dallas Cowboys offense need to do on offense this season for this 17-game season. Our offense averaged 24.7 points per game and gave up around 32 points a game. 31 points a game we gave up during the season. In the red zone, our average was 50%, which is not good. You got to be better. We got to be better than 50% in the red zone. We need to be averaging on offense. We need to be averaging at least between 70% to 90% in the red zone. Dakota Prescott, only for 5 games, he had nine TDs and 4 interceptions, 1,800 and I believe 76 yards passing, 8.4 yards per play, which is pretty good. The offensive output for Ezekiel Elliott, he averaged 4 yards a carry, but had 900, about 76 yards rushing. And he only averaged 4 yards per carry, and he had a lot of carries. And Tony Pollard had 101 yards of attempts, 435 yards on 4.3 yards a carry. So the reason why we're talking about is because I was looking at one of the radio stations, and it was talking about, the local radio station in Dallas was talking about Dan Quinn and what we thought about him and Kellen Moore, who was on the hot seat and who was more in need of being rectified and fixed. So I think it's more that the person need to be fixed is Kellen Moore, because the offense is where the firepower is located at, and our team is like a Ferrari, and is a race car with a great engine, but it's missing a few spark plugs and areas need to be fixed. If you remember the television show, the movie called Speed, starring Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock. In the movie, it shows when they on the interstate, and after when the bus driver's been taken off the bus after being injured, and Sandra's driving the bus, and the people on the back of the bus panicking, but Keanu is helping her to teach her what she needs to do to stay calm, collected, and cool through adversity. So the Dallas Cowboys is like that bus, this giant beautiful bus with speed, that's on a obstacle course with obstacles in its way. It's got 31 other obstacles in its way to get to the goal, and the goal is the Superbowl. And that goal is to win a championship, a Lombardi trophy. And so Kellen Moore, he need to work on areas of his shortcomings as an offensive coordinator, because with all these great weapons we have on offense, we got Amari Cooper, we got Ezekiel Elliott, Dakota Prescott, the great wide receiver from Oklahoma, I can't think his name right now, and then Tony Pollard in the backfield. But he's not utilizing with all these great weapons. If I was calling the play, it had something to do with it, for understanding. Tony Pollard, he reminds me of Kamara that plays for the New Orleans Saints. If they utilized him in that perspective, in that way, out of the backfield on wheel routes, flare passes out the backfield, screens and draws, with his great quickness and great movement, he would be a great asset to the team. And it can rectify what we need to do on third down, because our third down percentages are terrible. We like to, on first down, Dallas always want to run the ball on first down and second down, and want to try to pass the ball on third down, which makes no sense at all. Like on the computer game, when I'm playing the game, I have Tony Pollard as my starting running back over Ezekiel Elliott, because why? He has much more speed out the backfield. He got better radius of catching the ball, or better hand catching the ball and everything than Ezekiel does, because Ezekiel is like a giant bulldozer, straight ahead runner that's just headlong, runs straight ahead. But Tony is a person that just, he decides he waits for his blockers to help him out, and then once he get in the open field, he's gone. And that reminds me, one of our great legends, the great Tony Dorsett, number 33, that played on the greatest Dallas Cowboy team ever, Super Bowl 12 world champions, and the great Doomsday Defense with Harvey Martin, Too Tall Jones, Randy White, Jethro Pugh, Larry Cole, John Dutton. Well, the young people, y'all need to look at films of that, how great that Dallas Cowboy team was. It was phenomenal. It was fantastic. It was the first team one of the first teams in history to have the number 1 ranked offense with the great legendary Roger Staubach at quarterback, and Tony Dorsett he wasn't starting during the season. He played mediocre because Tom Landry didn't let him play a complete full season. He still rushed for 1,007 yards during the season as a rookie. And Preston Pearson was the other running back, with Ron Springs and Doug Dennison. Scott Laidlaw was in the backfield with the great Robert Newhouse at fullback, number 44. And at tight end, the great Billy Joe Dupree was at tight end. So I was just reflecting on how great that team was. So you young people and coordinators, y'all need to look at film how great Dallas was back then, and work and try to implement those areas of greatness into your offensive game plan and defensive game plan, and I guarantee things will get better, because those teams were fantastic, amazing, powerful. Even when we would lose to the great Pittsburgh Steelers, to our rival, them stinking Washington Redskins, which I couldn't stand, because they had the great John Riggins at fullback, but he was powerful, and Joe Theismann at quarterback, and George Allen at coach for the Washington Redskins, which he made it into a rivalry because he couldn't stand Dallas because of what we represent. So I'm speaking to Kellen Moore. You need to break things down to the simplest form and work on things that need to be done with this team, because in order for us to get to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl, we need to do things. Green Bay had the number 1 ranked offense. They averaged 31.0 points per game. Tampa Bay averaged 8 points per game, and they won the Super Bowl. And they was ranked 2nd with Tom Brady at quarterback, even though they had a fantastic, great defense. But he is a great quarterback, even though I don't like saying it, because there's been other great legendary quarterbacks just better than him. And you haters out there might get mad at me for saying that, but he's not the greatest. He is great, but he's not the greatest. He's not no Muhammad Ali. Now that's the greatest. So this year is going to be a 17-game schedule. It's going to be a fantastic year. We got to go to New England, play at New England. We got New Orleans on our schedule. We got Las Vegas I believe on Thanksgiving, and then we got I believe we got Washington within a 4-game stretch or a 3-game stretch. It's either Washington or either Philadelphia within a 3-game stretch, sandwiched in between each other, which is hard and to do, because the NFC East is still the NFC East, even though you analysts on ESPN and NFL Network has down this league because it's down right now. But at one time, the NFC East was so powerful, Every team in that conference has won a championship and was so powerful they could beat anybody else in the league. So get yourself straight, get your news right, and get your facts straight, because the NFC East is not. It will once again be powerful. I can see it can happen this year, especially when Philadelphia had a pretty good draft, Washington had a pretty good draft, and them stinking Giants had a pretty good draft. So my prediction for this year is Dallas winning the NFC East with 11-6 record. If we went 12-5, that'd be better. But I'm gonna stick around 11-6, winning the NFC East, and we need to make it to the divisional round or the conference championship for this year to be a success, because this year has been it's turning around to be a great year now. We're going through all this stuff with COVID and everything, and people on cautious and everything, but this year is getting better. Things are getting great again. It's a beautiful day here in Southwood where the sun is out. See the birds making noises and the ducks and the geese walking around and with their families and everything. It's just a wonderful, beautiful day. I was at the PGA Tour Championship down in Kiawah Islands from this past Wednesday to yesterday. Sunday, and so it was a great tournament and everything. Phil Mickelson won the championship and everything. So that's what us Dallas Cowboys want. We want championships. We're about greatness. And with this team the way it is right now, I believe we can do it this year. It's going to be great. It's going to be something special. And so that's about the end of my video. And we just want to just thank you how God is. Show y'all how beautiful it is today out here in Southwood. It's just a wonderful, beautiful day. And and to be thankful how great God is and what he's done for us. Dallas Sports 1977 coming from Southwood here in Tallahassee, Florida. America's team and fans, you be blessed. You be encouraged. And let's go Dallas Cowboys. And let's get this Lombardi trophy. It's time, it's past, it's almost been 27, maybe 28 years since about 27 years since we last won a championship. And it's time for us to get another one. It's way past due. And I think we have the right tools to do it, because with the great offense that we have with Dakota Prescott, he is a great quarterback. We just need our defense to be from, right now they was ranked 27th or 28th in the league last year. We needed our defense this season to be at least about a 12th ranked, between 12th ranked to a 10th ranked defense. And with that, with our great offense that we have, we could be great. This is Dallas Sports 1977 coming from Tallahassee, Florida. You be blessed, be thankful, and I love you. God bless. Thank you.